Today I would like to show you how to make prickly pear juice or cactus apple juice. To start off, your ingredients you'll need is 5 prickly pears. So we picked these from outside, and to get off all the prickle thingies, you have to burn them. So make sure they're already burnt. To start off with cutting them, you will need to take off both the ends like this. Oh no. So it's like this, and you can see the seeds right there. Then then you'll cut right here a thin line, not cutting into the fruit but barely on the outside, like that. Then you will see right here there's a little tabby thingy, and you'll pull it like this. Some people wear gloves because obviously it's very messy because it is a natural dye. So once you finish pulling it, I'll come back to you. Okay, after it should look like this. It looks like it has a little chunk out of it, but it should look like this. And then put these extra pieces, the skins and stuff, inside of your compost, or throw them away, but I would recommend getting a compost. Okay, now let's just peel the rest and get the rest peeled. Again, if it wasn't clear, make a little tiny slit, not fully through it, and peel. Can we talk about how impressed I am about how I peeled off one of the sides perfectly? Because I cut it into two like this. I went like boom and then boom and peeled it off. Okay, now we got all 5 of them peeled. So now you're gonna take a pot. I'm gonna get my pot, and you're gonna place them into the pot like this, obviously. I have 6 of them because I made one earlier. You're gonna fill your pot up like halfway to them with water. I don't fully cover them, but some recipes say to cover them with water. Okay, so now you have it on the stove, and I'm going to put it on high for 6 and let it just simmer with the water for about 5 to 10 minutes. Remember to put a lid on it and check it every 5 or a couple seconds, or like 30 seconds. Now when we're letting that cook, remember to clean your stuff. And then occasionally stir it. Here, let me get my thing. Ow, I got a thorn in my... This is why it's important to make sure you get all of the things out, because I have a thorn on my finger somewhere. I like how the water's red, or like a pinkish. Other thing I forgot to add is, I'm not going to do it this batch, but if you wanted to, you can add like mint to it, to inside of the water when it's boiling, to enhance the flavor of mints. But yeah. Okay, it's been about 5 minutes. Ow, that's hot. I used my hand to pick it up, the metal thing. And it should be boiling. I'm gonna probably put it in for like 5 more minutes, but yeah. But all this is doing is just to help it get to help me mash it up more and stuff when I put it in the cheesecloth. If you don't have a cheesecloth, I would recommend a sifter, or not a sifter, a strainer. Is that what it's called, Grandpa? Strainer? Is it called a strainer? Whatever this thing is called. That's a strainer, right?
Yes.
Like something like this that will block the seeds from going in. Okay, it's been 10 minutes. Remember, if you're using a metal pot, use the glove thing. So now they're boiling. One of them kind of cracked a little, look. Or that was there the whole time and I just wasn't paying attention. Oh, don't want that. Now I'm going to put that to the side. Make sure to turn off the stove top. I forgot to turn off my timer. No, that's wrong. Okay. Yeah. Okay, now get your blender thingy. I have whatever this is. It's a blender. It's It's the same thing. I would recommend it to cool down for a little bit because you're about to have to strain it, and if you're using a cheesecloth, it will be hot. Just like a head. I can't tell if you guys noticed, but after I cooked it, it looks like a little bit more brown on some of the sides and stuff. So I think that's pretty cool. The cactus fruit reminds me of little pink versions of the fruit that the Big Friendly Giant was cutting in the BFG by Roll It Down. Make sure to put your lid on when you're doing it. You don't want to make everything go everywhere. And so, let me move that a little bit. I don't know if it's loud to them. Just blend it. My hands are pee. Kind of moved over a little bit, but now you're going to get like a bowl. I'm using a ceramic bowl because plastic will stain it, because remember, it is a natural dye. Okay, so you're going to put your cheesecloth around the bowl. That's how I do it, but you can do it any other way. Kind of dropped a little bit on it. I would use a spatula. I just can't just call it spatula. But what? Okay. But yeah, I would use a spatula to like wipe off all of it. Why does it stink? I don't like the smell of it, and it's like hot. Looks like a gelatin for some reason. Let me pause it. Okay, this part you gotta be very careful. You're gonna pour it. It's still kind of hot for me because I decided I didn't want to wait. That's what it smells like. It smells like asparagus or like green beans I used to get in daycare. I don't know why. It smells gross.
Ooh, who drinks apple milk?
Now I got this behind you again. It's a little hot, so be careful. Hope you guys waited. Okay, now you're gonna I double wrap it. And mind you, this is gonna get messy, so if you don't like messes, this is not the project for you. Good. Ow, it's hot. Yeah, I forgot to film and wash my hands, but make sure you guys wash your hands. Okay, so I don't know if this one you're allowed to put in compost because I'm just gonna throw it away, but it has seeds in it. There's just like, here, let me show you guys. I would not put it in the compost because I don't know if you guys want random cactuses everywhere. But if that's your thing, then go for it. How do I untangle this? It's a girl. I don't know why I don't like the feeling of this. I don't want to dip it in the juice because I just strained all that out. Technically, I'll do whatever it wants, but this is what it looks like, all the seeds and stuff. So I am cleaning my cheesecloth with Dawn dish soap and hot water and just letting it soak for a little bit. So yeah, that's one way you can do it. Now I'm putting it in a jar, so I'm going to add like a little funnel to the jar and just pour it in. This is a lot, jeez. Swim with, oh man, I spilled. Okay, right now I'm going to add a little bit of sugar to it. So yeah. Okay, now I'm going to use lime because we used all the lemons yesterday. So it's going to be like a limeade. Watch out for your fingers. Why is this knife working? Gotta get it. Okay, we got another knife. See how easy that is? Okay, now I would, what's it called? Get a squeezer and just like juice the thing. Like this. It's lemongrass. It looks like lemongrass. So I'm going to do 2 limes. Mine's a little bit tiny. Okay, now I'm going to pour it in there and technically just like make lemonade. Forgot to say, this is a prickly pear lemonade. And now just add as much sugar as is needed for your drink because I like mine sour, but some people don't. So, oh, and I forgot to say, add water. Okay, this next part's my favorite part, but it is totally optional. I have edible glitter for drinks, like party drinks. This one comes with silver or gold, but I did silver yesterday, so I'm going to do gold. So this is kind of just like what the glitter does. I'm gonna add half and half to mine to make it a little bit lighter. Okay, now it's done. I would put more ice in it, but yeah, there's your prickly pear lemonade. And hope yours turned out good. Make sure to burn off all the thorns. And there you go. Goodbye. Also, clean up your stuff.
Looks like she's done. So y'all be the judge.